Hey anyone, how's it going? Welcome to Bite Size Reactions, where today we're watching the first episode of Netflix's Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is a spectacular anime that I only watched recently, but I really enjoyed it. It is just so stylish. It has such an amazing soundtrack, and the story is well written. It's just an all around really amazing show. When I found out about Netflix doing its own adaptation, I was wary, like a lot of people. Live action adaptations are really hit or miss, usually miss in a lot of things. So I was worried, but I saw some of the trailers and I was just really interested. So I decided, why the heck not? I'll watch it. And I decided to react to it because why not? I just did. So yeah, I have nothing else to say. I'm really interested to see what the show's going to be like. So, 3, 2, 1, let's go. It's been a hot second since I watched the show, and I haven't watched it that many times, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to recognize these guys. Time for some action. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's cool. Oh. Lots of cuts. Lots of cuts, though. Really hope that's not the same for all action scenes, but hey, no, let's overly negative. Let's just focus on the cool. And this certainly looks cool. Ooh. Just goddamn Spike. You're supposed to wait for my signal. Only when you show up. You just smashed through the roof. Did you just headbutt or punch? What the hell? What the heck was that?
I mean, you got kids, right? You ready to go?
Oh, this is really reminding me of the movie, right? Because the movie, he does something similar, right? He's like, I don't care about the hostage. It's just all about the money for me.
What the hell, Frank? Who takes a shit in the middle of a heist?
Exactly. See, this is literally the beginning of the movie, except kind of, except in a yeah.
You can't fire that thing.
I'm rambling, but it's remixed, and it's not in a grocery store. Please don't tell me they're in a space station right now. Yeah, of course. If you didn't know. Space. That's not a really good thing to have a weapon that can cut through everything in here. Ah, see? Oh, it is that casino planet. Cool. But I have to say the interior set is kind of... doesn't really scale up with the fact that you're on a giant space station. I'm being overly negative, aren't I? I can't help it, but compare. That's what you get, you idiot. Yes, let's fire that kind of weapon in a space station. Here's the opening. I'm glad they went, like a lot of people, I'm glad they went with Tank again. And you know what? I'm okay with this recreated of the original anime opening. It's not amazing, right? It doesn't bode well for the whole show, but still, overly negative. It's cool in its own way, right? If it wasn't an adaptation, right, and that wasn't Color Instincts, this would be a really cool intro. And it's nice because not a lot of shows have, intros these days. And you can't hear any of this because, gosh darn, I don't want to get any copyright. So I'm not risking anything. Oh, here we are again. A straight up recreation. Time to see the Bebop. We've only seen, the couch so far in terms of what they've shown us. So I'm really interested to see what they do with the rest of it. Well, I mean, the inside of the ship. We've obviously seen the outside of the ship in the trailer, but it's the Bebop. I was super curious about how they would pull off, you know, the ship. And let's be honest, it looks cool. There are a number of ships I'd love to just have sitting here, right? But I have to go find a custom model maker or something. If you know one of those, someone who does custom models, I would get half a dozen different things.
I'm gonna take a piss in transit. You wanna charge me for that too?
We already do, Bebop. Read the You are clear.
Hey, still calling it Sessions. Cowboy Gospel. Is the three old men gonna be here? You can't have this show without those reoccurring three old men. So, this is Asimov and Katerina, and this is just a straight up recreation of the first episode. You can have it. He's now using it, so... Ooh, first person shot. That's really interesting to do in live action. Right? The soundtrack in this is just as good as the original, at least so far.
Every now and again, so
Oh, so you're still talking.
your own bone, I bet.
Oh, that's different.
Take it or leave it, pal.
That's very different. That's totally different from the partner who, you know, got him shot and was a snitch. $100,000.
100,000. Yeah, come on.
My daughter's turning 8.
Your
I can't
daughter?
afford to buy her a present because
You have a daughter in this?
I can afford a goddamn walking Sally doll, which
Okay.
is apparently all the goddamn rage in little girls'
That's-
because of you. Now this is my shit.
Very different.
As long as you're wrong.
And we're landing. Now, I've seen a few criticisms that, you know, this is so dirty, muddy, disgusting water. But in all honesty, look at this place. I would expect the water to look that color, not the shining blue that's in the TV show. Purple Faye? Hey! Are you the three old guys?
Chance seeing this man.
Is that a Camaro?
I'm just passing through.
Why is that?
We had it.
That is one thing that is clearly gone. The sci-fi cars, because we are in what, the 2070s, 80s at this point. But no, there's just like a ancient, like what is that, 60-year-old Camaro at this point, just sitting there on another planet. Comparatively, there is that thing, sci-fi
It was beautiful.
ship over there.
Started spoken like a man who's never been in love.
There's the line. I know. I don't remember all of it, but I do remember that.
I was dreaming.
Faye Valentine
It's nothing personal, but your mark.
with a
Look, I don't know what you
modern day, realistically appropriate costume.
About him, I'm after her. What?
What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Faye, you're just like totally chill about stabbing this guy in the neck. Lock in the bathroom.
You don't want my daughter to have a birthday?
No, he just doesn't want to die. What? What is this? Oh, that's the swordfish. I'm looking forward to seeing the swordfish too. Is that a motorcycle? That's why whenever you want to imprison someone, you gotta search them. Really?
Okay.
Oh, you idiot. Spike is definitely a little bit much more of a softie. Right, than he really was in the... Well, I mean, outwardly a softie. Spike was a softie in the show, at least to me. But he didn't show it that much. Oh, right. I'm an idiot. Why did I forget about that? If there's one thing I have to say about the show, it certainly got some enjoyable action.
Fearless. You're dead.
Fearless?
We killed you.
Yeah.
Right. I remember the trailer. Spike Spiegel isn't his actual name in this version of stuff, right? It's a name he took on after. Oh, no, no. Go get that guy. He knows you're alive. Faye. That was both helpful and gosh dang annoying. That was 2.5 million that you just shot. I do hope that maybe this show, whenever it gets to that point, does change the ending a bit, right? As much as the apparent death of Spike is solid ending in itself. I like being positive. Well, he certainly doesn't look half bad. Be a space cowboy. Yes, they have it. They still kept that too. And that was session 1, Cowboy Gospel. And overall, I did enjoy it. I will walk away saying that I did enjoy watching that. However, the first half was really kind of a redoing of the Cowboy Bebop movie, right? How the same way that movie started, except that movie took place in like a grocery store, and this one took place in the casino space station that I can't remember the name of. That otherwise we would have first met Faye in. So they kind of combined those two scenes, like that location and that scene together, and then the rest of the episode was just kind of extended mode of Asteroid Blues, the very first episode of the original show. Except Faye Valentine is thrown in right in the beginning, right? We're not waiting, we're not doing any of that. It's just, hey, look, she's here. We've changed up the plot to just make sure she's just randomly here now. I don't mind, right? Get the gang together a little bit faster, get the plot going a little bit faster. It definitely seems like they'll be closer together this time around. I remember when I watched Cowboy Bebop for the first time that there were moments where I felt like, do any of these people really like each other, care about each other at all? Is there anything like connecting them besides the fact that they all come back to the same ship at the end of the day? But even from that first episode alone, I don't get that same feeling from this at all. And this episode was almost an hour. It says 60 minutes, but let's like with credits and stuff. And that's a long time. And comparing that to the 20-minute Asteroid Blues episode that it, drew inspiration from, I felt maybe it kind of stretched too long. I don't want to be negative, but right, you lose a little bit of the punchiness of the original one with this. And last thing I want to say is that I am enjoying the action scenes. They're doing a lot of cutting, but it's very clear that they want to kind of mimic the action of the original as much as possible, which means a lot of cutting to hide the fact that some of that anime action isn't really easy or even possible in live action. So at least they're fun, right? They make up for the fact that these are now stretched up and longer with some interesting new action scenes that are pleasing to the eye. And that's at least what you want here, right? That it's pleasing to the eye, enjoyable to look at. That's all I have to say. I'm going to move on to the next episode. Over here is that next episode's reaction whenever that comes out. Over here is a playlist of my videos. And on my face is the subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe, criticize even. I don't mind. See ya.